Okay.
Where I used to live, I didn't have this problem. So where I'm at now, I just don't think my internet's as good, or my server, or my router, or whatever. So
Right. We're getting people to flow back in right
yep,
now, so
yep.
numbers are starting to shoot up. So it's working so far. It's working. Yep. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah,
Let's 50 miles per hour, right? This leading edge.
50. Yeah, we're back, folks. As people start to fill back in, Matt's going to work on timing. I'll welcome everybody back in, Matt, while you can time it out. Would you do me a favor, or do you actually already? You may have to read new tornado warnings along that line. Um, can we shut the watches off and go to the dark mode on that, Matt?
Yeah.
Since we already know we're all on the watches. We didn't get bumped. We did it on purpose. We ended it and we switched the streaming. Matt's hosting the stream now from the office, so it should be better internet, hopefully. But Matt's going to go through and retime this for us, and get everybody a good idea of when. Um, yeah, we use. I promise you, we've got good IT support. I promise our we got it. We're good. We got our Macs are $2,000 Macs and all the internet stuff. I'm at home, so my internet's just not as good. But Matt's timing it out right now. Matt, hit us with timing. Welcome back, everybody. Share it with a friend, tag a friend, phone a friend, whatever you do. Share it on Facebook. Let's get back into the timing updates.
Yeah, the timing we do for Indianapolis, it keeps waffling back, right? Between 10:40 to near 11. This particular timing, it's near 11. So, Plainfield 10:43 p.m. Eastern, Cloverdale 10:18, Brazil 9:48, Terre Haute 9:25, Bloomington 10:49, Columbus 11:34, Bedford 11 flat. Further to the south of this line of storms, you can see towards Owensboro, 10:44 p.m. Eastern. Where's Louisville at? You know what, Louisville, barely on the line that I made, 12:22 a.m. Eastern for the timing of this. It's not this leading edge right here. It's the edge back behind it. That's going to be the main severe threat as it moves to the east. Although we'll be interested to see how this interacts with the line, if it can maybe disturb it a little bit. Regardless, I still think it's going to pack a punch. Kokomo, 10:30 p.m. Eastern, as well for the timing. Let's check out those tornado warned storms, the new tornado warnings that went to the south before I go any further with this. New tornado warning. Again, this is the one I mentioned, right, about the expansion of the tornado warning further to the north towards Mounds, Olmsted, Joppa, New Grand Chain. I did see some interesting velocity. Rarely where you see this little inflow notch. That's where the rotation would be with this particular storm. This storm itself is moving a little bit faster north and east. I think 50 to locally 60 miles per hour going to be at play with this particular storm. So if you're out ahead of this, I certainly see some rotation with this storm. If you're towards Olmsted, New Grand Chain, Joppa, please seek shelter for this storm. And then we've got another one to the north of that. You can see towards Dongola, Cypress, Buncombe. I think I'm pronouncing that right. If I'm not, I'm sorry. New Burnside, Goreville, and a tornado warning as well. Only radar indicated. Again, if you were in a confirmed tornado warning, it would show up as a purple color. And I don't see any confirmed tornado warnings all up and down this line. But you can clearly see we've got this inflow notch right here. This is likely where the rotation is, and the National Weather Service has just bumped that to the north and to the east as well. I'm not sure why they're not including this particular area at this moment in time.
It's a good question.
So that's interesting as well. I'm trying to look at the storm, Michael. I'm trying to find the rotation. Looking at velocities,
Let's see if I can. Which one are you on?
that one by Vienna.
Yeah, let's see it.
I see this rotation. That certainly pops out.
Matt, I think it's already gone. If I'm honest, it just. Let me share my screen. It's again. We're kind of going back to the quick, nature of these tornado warnings. There it is on. It just, to me, it looks all outflow dominant right now. I don't see any rotation there. Someone asked,
Okay.
are the storms weakening? No, they're not. At least not right now. I mean, gosh, look down here. I mean, you can see what they did down here with that tornado warning. I mean, they just issued a whole big one.
Yep.
I mean, it's. Oh, look at that new severe thunderstorm warning. 70-mile-per-hour winds, considerable damage there.
Scroll up just to the north just a little bit.
Where at?
You can see that little in that south of Vienna tornado warning. That little notch west of Joppa, down to the south a little bit. Right there, south of 37. Little ball, little notch. Yep.
Yeah, coming into Joppa.
Yep.
Yeah. Remember, like, share, and subscribe for all of you, and select all in the chat. Everybody in YouTube, make sure let everybody know you're watching. And if anyone on my team, if you see any stupid comments like that of Douglas or anyone that is acting around the IQ level or age of 4, please go ahead and block them. That way we don't have to deal with those types of comments. But like, share, subscribe, all the things. We appreciate it, and the excellent analysis we got coming tonight. We just got a Nowcast issued, huh, Matt? Looks like the team sent a Nowcast out. If you have clarity, I will show you what that looks like. Because if you have it, you know what it looks like. If you don't have it, severe thunderstorm warning already getting into Indiana there. I'll cover that real quick. But if you don't have clarity, a Nowcast was just issued. I come into my home location here. Uh-oh. What's happening? Go to the
Come on.
screen. Is it my internet or... Not sure what's going on.
Here, Michael, let me I'm getting the same thing, Michael.
Yep. We must have, something must be overload there. Okay, well, let's go back and let's go back into radar coverage here real quick, because this this line here is really, let me get back here. I see you got my desktop. This line here is really starting to come alive, especially down here across portions of western Tennessee, Kentucky, with the tornado warnings. Look at all the tornado warnings here just west of Paducah and Mayfield. So you can see Metropolis, Paducah, Mayfield. That line of storm is it's not too far out, about probably 30 or 40 minutes, but out ahead of that, their severe thunderstorm warnings have been issued for considerable damage throughout 70-mile-per-hour winds, along with tornado warnings. So coming in here to western Kentucky, this is going to be a pretty nasty line of storms working in, for sure.
And if you look at the instability ongoing in western Kentucky in particular, that's kind of the northern edge of the instability, where there's actually some surface-based instability in those locations. So it's no surprise why those storms in particular in western Kentucky are kind of the the strongest of the batch, so to speak. They have a little bit more juice to work with versus storms further to the north.
Yep, absolutely. All right, sorry, man, I was a little distracted there.
Yeah.
We do have severe thunderstorm warnings now that have entered into western Indiana. It looks like we should be working up. Let's get this ETA on the line of storms. This was just issued. This is not. There's the ETA. So if you guys have clarity, which is pretty cool, you can get this sent directly to your devices, which is everyone just got that alert. So if you don't have clarity, make sure you get the application. Visit the sign up link, 30% off right now. Sign up link here, and also the QR code. A ton of you have scanned that. You can scan the link, check it out, sign up for the very latest.
The severe warning, western Indiana, by Covington, 60-mile-per-hour wind gust. Fowler, 60-mile-per-hour wind gust. We'll see if those can start to range it up a little bit as the winds start to pick up. Still a tornado warning by Newton, Illinois. East of Effingham a little bit.
You know, it's interesting, Matt, the gap here in warnings, how these two are trying to start to try and link up a little bit. I'm really curious to see how this evolves.
Yeah, me too. I still feel like with those winds getting over the next couple hours, I just feel like, they'll start to gain steam a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I agree.
What's I wonder, Michael, that what's that worn on
That's a great
forecast?
question. Let's take a look.
If it's even running right now.
I'm pretty sure it is. Should be, I would think. No. Actually,
Well, see if you can change the domain. It says planes fire. Oh, got it. Here we go. Perfect.
okay. What parameter do we want to look at here? Severe.
Do they have a wind gust?
That's what I was looking for.
I think it's under
Hail.
severe. And then down hourly max surface wind,
Yeah, here it is.
greater than 58 miles per hour.
You can definitely see how the model wants to see a little bit of a gap there.
Yeah.
Hourly vertical motion, max hail size, max surface wind, 90th. Yeah, so this is a high res model that runs every half an hour, and this is kind of the guess of where the strongest wind gusts are going to be from this particular model. Interesting to see, nonetheless.
Very.
And it's indicating north of 70 is a stronger wind suggestion there for sure.
It's interesting, Michael. On my screen, I've got the meso analysis, the 850 winds, and you can see the forecast over the next 2 hours. Obviously, it has a pretty strong low-level jet that continues to develop, and it would be northern Indiana would be the left exit of that jet streak. So, from where you're at versus the jet, that would be an interesting spot to be north of I-70 with this particular system. So I wonder if there's some merit. We'll find out.
Yeah.
New tornado warning. Casey, Illinois, Martinsville, Illinois, Marshall, Illinois.
Just west of Terre Haute there. Yep. They
Radar
blink when they're
indicated.
new. Yep. They blink when they're new. Let me pull up. Yeah, it is a radar indicated tornado. Clark County in east central Illinois, southeastern Cumberland County, until 8:30 Central. It's moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. Radar indicated tornado. Let's go here, northeast at 40. There's a new severe thunderstorm warning there in that spot we just mentioned, Matt. 60 mile per hour winds. In fact, what I'm going to do while I just have this here, that's also moving northeast at, oh my gosh, 75 miles per hour. That can't be right. That can't be right. Can we have some guys on the team check that?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
I definitely see some of that rotation by Greenup, Illinois, approaching Casey.
Yeah. Let's see here. Kind of see some indications of rotation really all up and down that.
You can argue there's some weak rotation a little bit further north of that tornado warning as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, guys, I'll wait for the guys to determine the speed on a 75 miles per hour. I'm not sure.
They're getting
I
up.
can get on board with that. Once we get confirmed, I'll time this out. Just give you an updated view here. But this severe thunderstorm warning that covers a large chunk of eastern Illinois, Lawrenceville, Olney, Newton, Robinson. That's for 60 mile per hour winds. Now the warning text says 75 mile per hour movement. I'm not so sure that that's going to be the case.
They're getting 50, 55.
Yeah. That
miles per hour?
makes sense. I'll call it 55 just to play the devil's advocate here. We'll do kind of the leading edge of all this stuff. We're kind of take it northeast like this a little bit. So impact times roughly here, guys, for the folks out ahead of this. We've got looks like Marshall 914, Terre Haute 932, Brazil 951, Linton 1001, Greencastle, Cloverdale area around 1007. I don't think it's going to fade. No. Anyone asking, does this fade or weaken? I just don't think so. That's not the idea right now. I mean, with the low-level jet, the stronger winds around 5,000 feet starting to kick up. I mean, could the tornado threat dwindle a little bit because of the contamination out ahead of it? Yes, it could. But the wind threat is not going to go away. Vincennes 945. These are Eastern times, by the way. Sullivan 945. Robinson 923. Olney 903. But right now, basically in Olney. But again, you can see generally we're moving all this off here to the east-northeast. And it's moving at around 50 miles per hour. 55 maybe.
New tornado warning for Paducah.
I see that there. Yep, there it is. Paducah, Kentucky, you're up. Tornado warning expires in about an hour. a lot. This is a big one. Massac County, Pope County in Illinois, Johnson County in Illinois, Western Livingston County in Kentucky, Marshall County, Ballard County, and McCracken County in Kentucky. McCracken has a good spiced rum. The tornado warning is going to go until 8:45, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. And you can kind of see, boy, it's sloppy though. I'm going
Messy.
to try to isolate rotation a little bit. It's just tough here because this is such a mess. But I'll try to get it to time it out for you. Gosh, what a mess. Paducah 9:13 Eastern. So we're looking at 8:13 Central.
Mm-hmm.
Golconda 8:21. These are some weird cities, Matt. You know, I just come
Yeah, they
across
really
the
are.
weirdest cities. Olney. I don't know. Thank you, April. Olney.
I think it's only.
Really?
I think.
Olney? I don't know. Yeah. Grand Rivers 8:36. But you can see again.
Only.
Regardless, this is a nasty area of this line. All these tornado warnings, these severe thunderstorm damage threat being considerable with 70-mile-per-hour winds. This is a nasty part of the storm here. And what I'd like to do real quick is I'm going to pan out so you guys can see just the general direction of movement here. And so you can kind of see how this is really moving from east, kind of the east northeast component of this. Matt, you almost wonder. Okay, it's that line is growing a little. It's getting fatter in southern Illinois. You know.
Think it's picking up steam a little bit.
Yeah. Just trying to get a read on it from just looking at it. Yeah, I do.
Let me see.
Hey, Jeff Wheeler said our team just hooked him up with Clarity. Hey, Jeff, welcome. We appreciate that. And thanks for supporting us. And thanks for everyone scanning the code, signing up tonight, and being a part of what we're doing and a part of Clarity. We're super excited to offer it all to you. Biggest value add to Clarity is the human component. It's the nowcasting. It's us. You're going to know who I am, who Matt is, who Brett is, John, all these guys that work for us. That's what I love about Clarity is there's a human side to it. It's not automation. It's not a robot. It's not, you don't ever know who you're going to get. So welcome to Clarity. All of you that have signed up, hundreds of you have signed up for tonight, just alone. So we appreciate you all.
It looks like, Michael, it's starting to move into some better low-level lapse rates out ahead of this, especially once this line gets out ahead of that initial area showers and storms.
Well, we had good sunshine today. I mean, we had, it's not like we didn't have it.
And the shear this is moving into is a nice little concentrated pocket of 50 knots. Surface to 3 kilometer. Well, when I say shear, I'm just talking about the change in wind speed with height. And so it's starting to move into, from a wind field perspective, a little bit of a better environment as well. And so I guess with that being said, Michael, given how it kind of looks on the radar, I think it can pick up a little bit of steam here into southwestern Indiana as it moves east.
Yeah, I agree. And that's the thing we were talking about here a little bit ago. I'll turn that on. Is the latest runs of the HRRR, the guidance that suggests the winds. So you guys see how this is the 9 p.m. scan of the upper level winds, okay? And you can see where, they're strong. There's no question. But watch the next frame. There's 10 p.m. You can see a definite increase in those low-level winds. And then you can see here, even by 11 p.m., they increase again. It's pretty remarkable. 74 knots, 75 knots were 85 mile per hour low level winds. So some folks are saying I'm blurry and I'm glitching, Matt. I'm gonna turn screen share off and let you take over.
Okay, perfect.
Because I just have the best damn internet that money can offer,
I'm sorry, Michael. Okay.
It's maddening. It's maddening. Oh, Matt's doing crazy things.
I did not mean to do that. Anyway, what we've been discussing is this area of storms just north of the tornadic storms by Paducah and points to the south.
There's a new warning there, Matt. Sorry, just west of Indy, new tornado warning, just west of Terre Haute.
Just west of Terre Haute, this right here?
Yeah, right there. If you maybe turn your watches off. But there is a new tornado warning there just west of Terre Haute, Indiana, in eastern Illinois. So Clark County in east central Illinois and southeastern Cumberland County until 8:30 Central Time. It is radar indicated. It's moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. And then that Olney has a tornado warning now too. There's actually a college campus there in Olney. They're going to go until 8:30 as well. So a couple of tornado warnings popping along that line now. I think this continues, Matt. I mean, as the low-level jet fires up, I don't see why it wouldn't.
Yeah, I think it will too. And there's not tons of instability out ahead of this, but there's not tons of instability with these storms by Olney and here towards Casey, Martinsville, Illinois as well. So it's just one of those situations where it doesn't take much. We have plenty of wind energy with this. I think this will continue to pack a punch as it does move off to the east as well. So we got about 50 miles per hour. This moving to the east northeast for these particular cells. So we can go ahead and do our best to time this out. Let me delete this long big timer, and let's just go ahead and time these out as best as we can. So let's do 50 miles per hour. Towards Terre Haute. Well, actually, we'll go to Brazil. You can see some of the timings we have up here. Keep in mind these are timings in Eastern time. That'd be 8:20 Central towards Marshall. Elbridge, that would be 8:28 Central. Terre Haute, that would be 9:40 Eastern. Riley, that'd be 9:48. Prairieton, that'd be 9:36 with this particular storm. Further to the south by Olney. Where is this rotation? I need to see exactly where this rotation's at by Olney.
Near Olney, Matt?
Yep, or Olney.
Olney, yeah, sorry. I'm looking here. I'm kind of in between. I'll go to EVV. Man, at this point, Matt, it's outflow dominant now. If anything, southwest of Olney near Calhoun, just west of Calhoun there.
Just a little inflow notch.
Yep.
Okay. Claremont, 8:16 Central. Calhoun, 8:13 Central. For some of those immediately out ahead of that particular storm as well. All up and down this line. Severe thunderstorm warning, 60 miles per hour up by Rensselaer. Covington, 60 miles per hour. Paris, Illinois, 60 miles per hour. Obviously, we have the tornado warning storm here, but there's also a very large severe thunderstorm warning into eastern Illinois, and it's probably just a matter of time before Terre Haute gets put in a severe thunderstorm warning at this point. No warnings on this particular segment of the line west of Evansville. Maybe a little bit of that contamination effect ongoing for some of those storms. And then Paducah down to the south and to the west. A couple tornado warnings still ongoing in some of those areas into western Kentucky, where again I mentioned earlier the amount of instability in western Kentucky. As far as instability is concerned, this area of storms in south has the most of it. And then you can actually see further to the south, northern Mississippi into southwestern Tennessee, we do have a tornado warning approaching Corinth as well, towards Mitchie. So if you're in the path of that storm, please seek shelter as well. In fact, let me see if I can bring up the current rotation tracks. And you can see, yeah, it's certainly trying to pick up towards Ripley, moving north and east towards Corinth, some rotation within the storm. So let's take a look at this particular storm. It is moving north and east about 45 miles per hour. We've been getting about 45, 50 for these particular storms. So let me scroll down to the south with this particular storm approaching southwestern Tennessee and bring up a new storm track along this. So let's take. They'll let me draw.
Guys, make sure in YouTube you're like, commenting, and sharing, and clicking the love button and subscribing to the channel. All right, we appreciate that. As Matt's timing this out, make sure you're telling folks, sharing it for us, sharing the love. We appreciate it as we continue to coverage here of severe weather tonight.
Keep in mind these times are in Eastern, so for Central Time, Savannah, it'd be 8:24 Central, Mitchie 8:12, Farmington 8:16, Corinth 8:10, Walnut Grove 8:48 Central for timing on this particular storm. Does look like a nice little inflow notch. Certainly the radar is picking up on some rotation within this as well. So if you're in the path of that tornado warning, please seek shelter immediately. Okay. Zooming back out, obviously from, just north of Houston to northwestern Indiana, we have a line of severe thunderstorms ongoing. I haven't seen, Michael, I don't know about you, any severe reports, any type of warnings into Michigan. I know there was that watch earlier into Michigan. I'll have watches up at this point, but I haven't seen any severe weather there yet.
No reports whatsoever. In fact, I have the severe weather report map up. And there's been no severe weather reports really north of Urbana, Illinois. So whether it's just not updated, but there are no reports just yet. Right now we have a total of 50 wind reports, 12 hail reports, no tornado reports. So we have 62 severe weather reports to date so far.
New severe thunderstorm warning for Terre Haute, 60-mile-per-hour wind gust. If you are in Terre Haute, it'll be worth watching this storm that's by Marshall, Illinois, as it has had some rotation within this storm for that to impact the Terre Haute location. You can see some of the rotation being picked up on the radar with this storm as well. Move in. About 45 miles per hour.
Appreciate that, Chris. Thank you, sir. Yeah, it's we've been live. I don't know what, Matt, for 5 hours, 4 hours.
Yeah, I mean, gosh, you went live before I did.
Yeah,
for a little bit. So
we're cooking with what I like to call peanut oil.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Chris. We appreciate you, buddy. Thank you so much.
I'm going to show folks the Nowcast we issued. Again, we're running 30% off right now. And if you have the application, our Clarity application, you can get these Nowcast. And for some of you folks asking about timing, here's a kind of a general timing with this particular area of storms. Latest measurement from the team. Obviously in the green, Eastern time, yellow, Central time. 60 to 75 mile per hour wind gust. We'll see how prolific some of these winds can get as our upper level winds do start to pick up a little bit. In fact, we can look at something called mesoanalysis. I just want to see what it looks like currently. It's about 50, 55 knots, so around 60 miles per hour or so, ongoing out ahead of this line of storms.
Yeah, you know, within the next hour, between now and 10 o'clock, I'm going to be really interested to see what happens with these as the low level jet does start to ramp up a little bit. So,
You know, something I was noticing too, Michael, while you were chatting away, I was looking at some meso and looking at it. This is our 500 heights currently on the meso analysis. So it's just kind of looking at some real time atmospheric conditions. This is up in the atmosphere, up where airplanes fly, and you can see this little jet streak just approaching this trough right here. Once that gets kind of out ahead, it'll go full negatively tilt at 500. I think that's when things really start to boom, which should be at this point anytime, Michael, when we start to really go negatively tilt at 500. So,
yep.
just a quick analysis of that. Again, a couple tornado warnings towards Paducah continue to remain. Looking at the rotation tracks, you can see, gosh, look at this, Michael. I mean, it's kind of all up and down this line, some rotation being picked up on clarity. Looks very messy, even further to the south, right? We still have this tornado warning storm by Corinth as well, some rotation being picked up on the radar as well.
Yeah, you know, it kind of indicates the nature of these QLCS, these quasi-linear systems that, you know, like we had said a little while back, it's not that there's a bunch of long track tornadoes or anything like that. It's very splotchy, quick to rotate, quick to die down, and difficult really too. A lot of times QLCS tornadoes can happen in between radar scans. They can happen in times where we can't even scan it, and we miss a warning. It's hard to. These are just tricky, and so best to warn, you know, in these a little bit more frequently, even if they're not as evident, if you will.
Right. I agree, certainly, on that. New severe warning approaching Mount Carmel, Princeton, Indiana, into southeastern Illinois, ongoing, 60 mile per hour. That area of storms we were talking about, right? That didn't really have much severe thunderstorm warnings. Now, really over the past, seems like 10, 15 minutes has picked up 2 additional warnings along the leading edge. So that kind of alludes to the fact of the strengthening nature of that area of storms that we're dealing with at this moment in time. Again, we've been getting this particular corridor of storms, not this leading edge, but the corridor off to the west, moving about 50 miles per hour to the east-northeast, and that'll be the main show, so to speak, of the storms as they do continue to move off to the east. Still have yet to see any type of severe threat emerge with some of these thunderstorms out ahead. Now, we can take a look at the lightning. I'm just kind of curious
Interesting,
myself.
Matt. I was just something about that. If you go just south a little bit, yeah, okay. So the convection's picking up there, and then also further south than that, down there in Tennessee, that the line out ahead is actually going tornado warn now, and there's actually kind of two of them forming. Yeah, you can see it right there, which again may be indications of the low level jet and the negative tilt starting to take shape here. So, yeah. Interesting nonetheless to see the uptick in convection and lightning.
It is.
Someone's asking, can we track the tornado warning west of 50? I don't know where 50 is.
Where is 50?
Yeah, like
this one?
I don't know. I'll let them see. I have no idea, to be honest. We'll see if that western.
Oh,
Tennessee
this right here.
Really, yeah.
Probably this one. East only.
I think so.
Yeah, because there is a. Oh, I thought I saw 50. If it is that one, let's go ahead and track this line of storms anyway. Let's just go to the timer tracker. And getting about 50 miles per hour, I think is kind of the speed we've been using for these. So let's go ahead and time this out. Go west of Terre Haute. All right. Here are the times again in Eastern, right? So Robinson, Illinois, that's 8:23 Central. Towards Flat Rock, that's 8:33 Central. Linton, Indiana, 10:10 Eastern. You could see towards Freedom, Worthington, 10:22, 10:27 respectively. If I zoom out for us a little bit, Greencastle, 10:19 Eastern. Indianapolis on this particular timing, it's got 11:09.
Someone said, Michael, sorry, but your microphone sucks. I feel like I
It sounds
good.
fine to
I don't
me.
understand. I don't,
Yeah, it sounds
I'm not
fine.
sure. Now, normally I will say, tonight I am using a wireless mic, okay? Normally I have my Yeti mic, okay? Normally it's better, but I can't find the adapter. So, sue me.
There was a Nowcast that we issued a couple hours ago. As it draws closer, I'm sure the team will continue to refine the timing and the risk, etc.
Yeah, Matt, let's just zoom out, press play, and take a brain break here for a second. While you do that, what I'll do is I'll take over and kind of show the aftermath of this, which is the snow and the cold air. So let me do that.
Okay.
You take yourself a little breather there.
I'm going to take myself
for those
a little quick breather.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, too, by the way, guys, if you walk away, Matt, just mute. But for those of you guys that don't know, live streaming and coverage across this for multiple hours it hurts the brain. Okay, you start to just have a hard time getting your words together sometimes. So we'll go over here to Synoptic. Matt's going to take a break. We'll let him take a breather, and I'm going to time out for you just the remainder of this and where it's going to go, and then what's going to come behind it, and the temperatures that are going to crash behind it too, by the way. That's the other piece of this. It's incredible to watch how fast these temperatures are going to crash. I'll turn on the timing up here to the top right so you can see that as well. And then let's zoom in, okay? We have the sub-hourly HRRR product here we just added to Synoptic. So we go in 15-minute increments. And we'll take it out right here. We'll go, and here's the thing I want you guys to see this. Note how it starts a little sloppy, okay? I'm going to show two panels because this has my attention. Note how it starts a little sloppy. We go to the upper, actually I don't have the upper air panel on this one. That's okay. I just want to point out something. As the low-level jet increases, watch how it kind of organizes. You see how it goes from being a little sloppy to stuff out ahead? Especially here what I'm talking about is kind of this stuff, this prefrontal stuff. But watch as you go forward here, how that kind of goes away and the line organizes. That's the upper level winds causing the storm to essentially, I believe, organize a little bit more. If you have clarity and you've been getting the updates and the videos and the Nowcast and stuff, you've probably heard us talk about this. But you can go in and make sure you sign up. You can scan the QR code, or it's 30% off. But watch as this is 11:15. It's coming through Kokomo, all right, Indianapolis, Greenwood, Brown County, just west of Louisville, getting into Nashville here, northwestern parts of Alabama again at 11:15. But then you look on the backside of this and you watch the cold spill in, okay, and the transition here to snow on the backside of this. And I do see the question about Mayfield. I see it in the corner of my eye. Someone said, "How's Mayfield, Kentucky?" I will tell you that tornado warning is just south of Mayfield, the rotation. On the south side of Mayfield, Kentucky right now, there is a tornado warning. I'll zoom in right here just so you guys can see. You can see the worst of it coming in through Mayfield right now. There is a tornado warning on the south side. It'll expire in 22 minutes. Goes till 8:45 Central, southeastern Hickman County and southern Graves County in western Kentucky. It is radar indicated rotation. It's not confirmed, but I just wanted to pull that up real quick for you. And again, what we're going to watch is we want to see, does this line of storms start to congeal into one and organize more? Does that start to happen? The data is trying to hint that it does. So we continue to go forward. Strong jet fires in a dry slot. All right. This is a dry slot from the strong upper level jet. This is impact time 1:15 a.m. Eastern or Western Ohio, Dayton, Cincinnati, Lexington, getting into Chattanooga, Huntsville area, 1:15 a.m. And as we continue forward, the cold air it just comes in rapidly. I'll turn on the second frame here for temperatures. Watch how fast the cold comes in. All right, snow fires up. Look at this. By tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, we're below freezing. The temperatures are going to feel like they're in the teens, by the way. Just absolutely crazy how cold it'll feel. And look at the snow squalls developing. Look at the here I'm going to say the word, the squally nature here of the potential snow developing, okay? And the temperatures that are below freezing. In fact, snow squall parameters are high. The indication that some of this could coat the ground and cause maybe some slick spots, some ice to develop, and be a nasty afternoon tomorrow. It's going to feel, the feels like temperature tomorrow afternoon is going to feel 50 degrees colder. All right. So again, just a crazy shock to the system. And as this stuff moves east, there's a major threat tomorrow, guys, for the weather to become nasty out east. In fact, the day 2 outlook has a moderate risk posted across portions of northern North Carolina, or northern South Carolina, near Columbia, the eastern part of North Carolina there, and Richmond, Virginia. Just a nasty regeneration of thunderstorms tomorrow that can bring the potential for damaging winds and tornadoes. So this will continue to head out east. And look at this thing. Just the expansive coverage of this is just remarkable to see. It is crazy, guys. Just the magnitude and the coverage and mileage of this storm is crazy. So nonetheless, we'll continue to monitor this, and you can see as that moves out, we still have all these snow squalls going on across the Ohio Valley that are going to cause reduced visibility and the chance for snow to cover the roads and make roads slick. So someone said, God has it under, I'm going to watch TV. All right, sounds good. We appreciate the update. Hopefully you watch some good television. Have a great evening. All right, so nonetheless, man, let's get back to radar. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning that has been issued across western Indiana. And you can see that line coming in here, that severe thunderstorm watch for or severe thunderstorm warning, I apologize, for western Indiana. That's going to be for Vigo County, Sullivan County, Knox County, Clay County, Greene County, and Davies County until 10 Eastern, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour with the potential for 60 mile per hour winds. All right. And here's the deal. Down here across western and southwestern Tennessee, and getting into Corinth, that is Corinth, Mississippi, south of Jackson, Mississippi, there's a tornado warning there. But you can see that kind of the two waves. You're actually going to get punched round one there, and then the one behind it works in. All right. So a couple of waves in western Tennessee, northwestern Mississippi, and then coming back up here. I want to do something real quick just to try and get you guys to kind of see how this is evolving. Let's put this into motion. And this is good for me to get my bearings as well, because Matt, as you were gone, welcome back, by the way.
Thank you.
As you were gone, what I had said was the 0Z HRRR was doing something very interesting that I thought made a lot of sense. The 15, the sub hourly.
Okay.
You see how it's sloppy here?
Yep.
Watch how it organizes quickly right there. Almost goes a lot more linear with Boeing segments being indicated there. I think that's the low level jet firing up a little bit. In making it the line possibly a little more organized versus this start of this where there's two pieces. So that's an interesting observation, and I'm kind of waiting to see if we're going to see that, and we may be starting to see that a little bit. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes here over the next hour or two.
Well, like I mentioned earlier, Michael, the shear is starting to increase in that area, and the low level lapse rates are increasing. So there are ingredients in place out ahead of that look favorable, and we know the forecast is for the winds to increase regardless. So,
yep. Guys like Franklin, Indiana, Johnson County, Greenwood, for those of you watching right now, listen, right around 10:45 or so, all right? So just that's when the arrival will get here. Severe weather reports, just FYI, here's the latest. 57 wind reports, 13 hail reports. And you can see the concentration has been in Illinois. That's the line working into Indiana, by the way, that'll be here. That's the new severe thunderstorm warning that we have out in western Indiana right now. And it's coming through Indiana, so we're about to start telling you about Indiana. Imagine that. Yeah, Matt, what do you have? What are you thinking here? Anything good? You hate it? You love it? Are you done? You want to go home? What are you thinking?
I love it and hate it at the same time. Well, one, you'll notice, Michael, you don't have the warnings up right now, but
Here, I'll turn them on.
There are no tornado warnings in Illinois or Indiana right now.
Yeah.
It's all wind at this point. And I wonder if the rain out ahead maybe can disturb the inflow into the line of storms at this rate. If that'll maybe tamper with a little bit as far as the tornadic potential. But there's severe thunderstorm warnings all up and down the line, and I think that can continue. I think look at those storms just south of Evansville out ahead. Those that just look interesting on the radar. Looks like those are too intensifying. It could be a similar situation like we see off further south in southern Tennessee. Maybe those can start to get a little rowdy as well out ahead of the main line. Just looking at the radar itself towards, say, like Hopkinsville, it looks like it may even start to be trying to get a little bit of rotation on it southwest of Hopkinsville in far southern Kentucky. So we'll see if some of those storms can get a little rowdy out ahead as well. But again, the main severe threat for some of you folks, I know there's a lot of you guys in central Indiana and Indiana in general watching this, the main threat always has been that of damaging winds. And certainly, we're seeing that. And Michael showed you those storm reports. It's almost all entirely wind reports. Just wouldn't let your guard down as it moves into Indiana for any type of tornadoes that can be embedded. But certainly damaging winds, in my opinion, Michael, they look likely as it sweeps across the state. I don't see that changing.
New MD out for north central Indiana. If you're in this area here, west central Indiana, Indy, north central Kokomo, northwest side, Hendricks County area, there's a new MD. Let's see what it says. Long-lived linear MCS continues its forward movement across the Midwest. Leading edge of strongly forced line is advancing across western Indiana. Several building structures are surging northeast. One of the features is over Fountain and Warren County, and it will quickly spread downstream over to Lafayette with a risk for severe with time, this complex of storms should propagate across the remainder of the state over the next several hours. Nothing we haven't already known.
Interesting. That's a tornado mesoscale discussion moving into a severe thunderstorm watch.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, you know, listen, don't ask me to make sense of things. Okay, don't ask me to understand what these people are thinking. We're getting into the part of the stream where I start to become brutally honest, Matt. I just, my brain's getting into that. I'm hyped up on Frescas. I've been drinking Frescas, which, by the way, they don't hype you up at all. It's just carbonated water. But yeah, some things just don't make sense.
Well,
so
someone in the comments, let me know, what did Purdue seed get? Did they get a 2 seed? Somebody will let me know.
It doesn't matter. They're going to lose in the first round. They'll get to the Sweet 16 and they'll get beat. They suck. Every year they suck. You know what I'm saying?
You're not wrong.
I'm sorry. I can't help it. Anyways.
I'm waiting for it.
See, someone's going to get mad at me for that.
Oh, there will be a lot of people mad at you. 2. They got a 2 seed. Okay, 2 seed.
IU's not in it. What are you talking about? I know. I know. Look, everybody's saying number 2. I see it. Yeah. The colors of Purdue are nasty. I can't even get on board with the colors.
I don't know, man. The black and gold's kind of cool.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Now I know your wife's a huge Purdue fan. She's probably cursing me right now.
No, it's fine. Listen, the amount of hate I give to Purdue on a daily basis, she's just kind of used to it. She's also a Duke fan as well, so
Okay. Back-to-back ACC champs. We'll take that.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, sorry guys.
Anyway,
we are talking
back to
about
weather
here. Yeah, back to weather.
Is there any rotations showing up in this line?
Let's look. Matt, this is interesting. I'll tell you, this is interesting. All the rotation and MRMS showing up there. I mean, obviously, I'm not saying it's, but it kind of speaks to the nature of these QLCS.
I'm looking at velocity, Michael, and there's not nothing sticking out as far as like a couplet showing rotation, in my opinion, along that line. I know the radar's picking up on rotation, but if there's any rotation, if there's any tornado, I mean, it is incredibly small and embedded.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't disagree with the National Weather Service for having no tornado warnings along this at this moment in time, at least in that particular area.
It's funny too, Matt. There's really no lightning with these up north. I mean, not yet. Like look at the lack of lightning north of Evansville. That's interesting.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's not tons of instability further north, so I guess I'm not shocked why there's not lightning.
Yeah.
And by the way, guys, you don't need lightning for a severe thunderstorm. It just may not be a thunderstorm.
Matt, I'm being told that we've started to negative tilt it now. I don't agree. I don't think we have. That's not negative tilt yet.
It's close.
The base of the trough, huh?
It's close.
It is. The base of the trough is close.
The jet streak to the base. Once that jet streak further to the south and to the west gets on the other side, it'll be negatively tilt.
It might be now here. 850 winds.
It does look like, Michael, the 850 winds have picked up since the last measurement. At least they're a little
Yep.
bit more widespread with the 50 knots. Because before
Yep.
it was a pretty narrow corridor, now it's gotten a little bit more widespread. I'm curious, Michael, what's the low level lapse rates look like right now? Because those were pretty decent earlier.
Yeah, not bad for nighttime.
Right.
Still good mid. Yeah, they're not bad. That instability though is, you could put that right in the old pooper. You know what? There's not much instability, which we never thought there would be, but there's not much, which explains why the lightning. We say
Right.
instability. It explains a lot of the lightning is south, but we'll see. I again over the next hour, modeling is indicating this to organize a little bit more, and possibly incorporate some more lightning and thunder and wind into it, as that low level jet cranks up. So I think by 10:30, Matt, I think we're going to know exactly what we're dealing with here.
I think so.
Uh,
And you can
you know,
see too the storms I mentioned out ahead in Kentucky. We've got a severe thunderstorm warning now just west of Bowling Green. Uh, and lightning looks like it's certainly picking up on that leading edge just south of Evansville as well. And that's where all the instability is. Michael mentioned where the instability is lacking further to the north, but there in western Kentucky, that's where there's still some, I say some juice in the atmosphere there in western Kentucky for the storms to work with. And clearly the lightning and this new severe thunderstorm warning is indicating that as well. So again,
Matt,
yeah.
Spin Jester Sever wants us to know that he's back. A little bit ago, he had left to go watch television, and he was bored. He's back now. He just wanted us to know we're glad you're back. We're excited for you.
Yeah, thank you for being back and letting us know you're back.
Yeah,
We both
that's very
appreciate you.
exciting. Hey, let's see. The tornado warnings are dying down, Matt. But some new lightning bolts appearing. So
A sign?
yeah, let's get into the comments just a little bit here
Yeah, let's do it.
and answer some questions. Beth said she saw lightning in Terre Haute. Alrighty, good to know. Heather said, "How did you learn how to read maps so well?" Well, I've been reading them for 20 years, Matt. Probably the same. It's just what we do. It's just our job, how we make a living, and we look at them every day, all the time. So
Some people, the first thing you do in the morning, they may, I don't know, check the news or whatever. I don't know about you, Michael, but first thing I do is I look at maps, weather maps.
100%. Yeah, I've done that for 15 years. Yeah. New wrap in HRRR, interesting for snow in central Indiana. Yeah. I think the HRRR overdoes it a little bit, Dustin, but it can get they can get a little silly, but I'll show it to you just because I like to
Yeah.
show silly things.
Man,
There it is. Look at that.
it is it's
That's
loaded.
snow. Yeah. That's snow. Boy, all the comments are coming in now from when we were just talking about our friend a little while ago. Woo! Look at that. They are. I can't even keep up. I don't even know how you read comments anymore, Matt. There's so many of them. I don't know what to do.
I mean, you're not kidding. As soon as I looked over and you said that, I feel like 40 came in at once.
Yeah, someone said, "I got to say you're good at weather, but love listening to your lives when I eat dinner." Okay, I appreciate
Perfect.
that. Yeah. I think this could be check out the squally, the lake effect up here in Southwest Michigan. That's could be a little overdone, but nonetheless, it could obviously still produce several inches of accumulating snow in Southwest Michigan. Matt, what do you
Well,
think?
for sure, the this particular model, the HRRR model, is notorious for overdoing lake effect snow. So
Yeah.
be mindful of that, as Michael shows the maps.
Yeah. There's the wrap, obviously. You know, it's a low resolution, older model.
But
Nonetheless, it's kind of
it's
sweet.
showing quite a bit of snow too, Michael.
It is. There's the 19Z blend. I mean, you know, five,
That's
6 inches up
probably
there.
that's probably pretty realistic as a
Yeah.
general idea. And I do think there can be some snow squalls tomorrow, um, locally around central Indiana, western Ohio, maybe anywhere in Ohio, to be honest. Getting into tomorrow, setups there for it.
Yeah.
No, I'm not
Boise.
seeing any rotation approaching the Indiana border right now.
Nope. It's raining good at home. But we really need to see this low level jet kick up here, Matt, because this looks a little sloppy on the state line right now. To be honest with you. Oh, the old holy Santa Claus shit saying, yeah, that one got me back in the old the old winter setup there. That one was a good one. That was good. I have a
What a time to
graphic
be
for that
alive.
somewhere. That's that.
I said, what a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive! I'm telling you. Ignore Rob. He's just a fear mongerer. The main threat at the moment is 60-mile-per-hour winds. Okay, I agree. Yeah, I don't know what Rob said,
Yep.
but yeah, I wouldn't listen to Rob either if it were me.
Don't do it.
Okay, let's see. We got a new
New
severe
warning.
thunderstorm warning up here, up just east of Lafayette, for 60-mile-per-hour winds. As that main line kind of works its way through there through north central Indiana. So Tippecanoe County up there near Frankfort, south of Delphi, we've got that line there. Really no lightning or anything indicated with it. The yellow blocks are severe thunderstorm warnings. So if you see it there on the map, that is a severe thunderstorm warning. Lafayette will not have a tornado. I mean, there's not a tornado warning. I don't see any rotation with that. So
Nice little Boeing segment there by Lafayette.
yeah, it is. It's certainly trying to organize a little bit here. The western part of the state, 60-mile-per-hour winds. Terre Haute, you got a warning for 60-mile-per-hour winds as well. So yeah, there's severe thunderstorm warnings there. I mean, and don't sleep on the fact that there are it's snowing just west, and it's gonna like snow like that when it's just crazy how quick this cold air is filling in.
Well, you can see south of St. Louis the little bit of a dry slot trying to work in, which I know the data was seeing too, but you can see that looking at the radar. Right now, the lone tornado warning is just north of the Mississippi border in southern Tennessee,
Yep.
north of Walnut Grove, west of
Radar
Waynesboro.
indicated. Radar indicated goes till 9:15. Capable of a tornado was near Pickwick Dam or Pickwick Landing State Park. Pickwick Dam. All right. How about it?
Pickwick.
Okay.
Oh,
Lafayette is in a tornado watch. That is correct. Yeah, thank you all for watching. A lot of you have watched tonight. It's been awesome. Appreciate all the support. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and tell your friends, and make sure you take advantage of the Clarity sale too. The 30% off. By the way, I'll give you a quick tour of Clarity. You come over here and it does all kinds of neat things. There's a Nowcast active. It gets sent to your phone. Alerts pop up. You get push notifications sent. It's human generated guidance and data that you just don't get from any other free application. Everything's automated or AI driven or AI bots and all this crap. Can't stand it, by the way. If you want that from here, you're going to have to watch somewhere else because we don't do that here. It's like the opposite direction we're going. But you get hourly forecast data, okay? Goes out 30 hours. You get daily forecast data. And the hourly forecast data really is pretty cool. You can see here actually tomorrow, the pavement temperature data suggesting tomorrow night pavement can get cold enough for possible treatment, slick spots. So pretty cool, all the things that the Pavecast does. The daily forecast goes out 10 days. Look at that, Friday, 66 degrees and sunny. You can bet I do have an 11:06 tee time. Playing 18 holes next Friday. Pretty excited about that. So we appreciate all the support. Yeah, there's a lot of nice comments coming in. You guys are awesome. We appreciate that. It's been really fun. If you guys signed up, if you guys signed up for Clarity 6 months ago, the amount of tools we've added, the amount of tools we add on a consistent basis is pretty crazy. So you've continued to see improvements, upgrades, new things, tools coming to it. We appreciate that. Hart concert in Fishers, Indiana. How bad will the winds get there? Well, I mean, listen, the leading edge of where things could get windy are moving at about 50 miles per hour. Let's talk about that real quick. We'll time that out for you.
How long does that concert go for? I'm sure you don't know, Michael, but
I ain't got a clue.
Probably about an hour out. It's 50 miles to the west, so
yeah, 11:36 Fishers arrival time. So if the concert is still going by 11:36, that's when it arrives. Indianapolis, it's looking like 11:26, so it's slowed down a little bit, Matt, from what our initial thinking was of 10:45. Is that still seem right to you? I mean,
is it moving more west-east or is it moving northeast at this point?
I mean, I took it. Maybe I took it too far northeast. Let's redo that one. Make sure I don't tell you guys the wrong time here. You think it's a little more west to east now?
I mean, you look at it, it still looks like it's moving
To be like that?
northeast.
I mean, I'm still getting 11:10 Indy, 11:16 Fishers. Martinsville, the old Martinsville question on. You always get the Martinsville guy. You always get him. 10:57.
Yeah.
10:57 Martinsville.
That's probably pretty solid, I think, Michael.
Yeah. Michael has been to several Hart concerts. Okay.
Michael's a big Hart fan.
I'm a Hart fan, yeah. Apparently I've been to a lot of them. Kokomo, yeah. Kokomo, I don't know, about probably 11 or 10:45-ish to 11 Kokomo arrival. Danville, 10:43. Plainfield, 10:54. And again, I'm targeting the main line, not the rain, because you are getting rain right now. It's raining right now at my house. You're getting.
I hear it on the roof.
Yeah. Do we have time for Anderson? Sure. Anderson, 11:37. Zionsville, 10:57. Columbus, where are you? Columbus, Shelbyville, Columbus. 11:35. Boy, look at all these people asking for their cities. Holy moly, I just got 80 comments.
Richmond, Tipton, North Vernon, Lawrence, Bargersville, Louisville, Greenwood,
Guys, just
Nashville. Sorry.
Look at the map. It's just, try to do your best. I can just, woo. Um, man, look at this. I love you guys. There's no way I can answer all those. It's literally 150 comments.
Michael, speaking of golf, we've got the our golf outing somewhat soon, yeah?
You know what, Matt? You are a yes. Listen, look at you go. We do. We have a golf outing coming up. Golf.bamwx.com, and it is Thursday, May 28th, 2026 at the Legends Golf Club. You can register your team or become a sponsor. All right. We have 18 sponsors already. We've got some teams registered. We need you to come play golf. We'll be there. If you want to golf with me and ride in my cart for the day, by the way, $5,000, you can do that. But you got to pay to play. All the money goes to the Funk Cancer Foundation. It is a charity golf outing. All right. Golf.bamwx.com at the Legends. But it all goes towards the Funk Cancer Foundation through Eric Funkhauser, Bargersville Fire Chief, good buddy, and you need to come and play. All right, it'll fill up quick as we get closer. It'll be a great time. Be a lot of people out there, a lot of businesses sponsoring already. Tried and True, Nell, 1-800 Water Damage. A lot of good folks out here are going to be a good part of this event. So we're excited to get folks out there to play along. So, yeah. Shameless plug on the golf outing.
Yeah.
For sure.
Absolutely. I mean, we gotta,
Yeah, you do. You do. Let's see here. What do you think about this line? What's this line doing?
No rotation. Not seeing any. I'm scanning it all up and down and just looking like wins right now, Michael, if I have to be honest.
Justin Foster says he'll ride with you, but he's just going to drink. I'll play best ball for the both of us. You pay $5,000 and it goes to the charity. You can ride with me and we'll drink all day long. And we'll just see who can drink the most. And I'll also play best ball for you. You just make it a deal, Justin. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, man.
I'm not gonna do that. But you can ride with us if you pay $5,000, and it is a donation. None of that goes into my pocket. None of it goes into anyone's pockets. It's charity for cancer research. So for families, if you will. That line is trying to organize a little bit, though.
Yeah, looking at the Evansville radar and almost looks a little Bowie by Vincennes. You see that?
I do.
So
yeah, it does right there. Look at that latest scan. Tries to bow out a little bit.
Which is, it's kind of right about now when we thought things can start to pick up a little bit. So seems to be doing that, Michael.
Yep. The 5K, it does include cigars. Absolutely. But none for you, only for me. You would have to bring your own. I'm just kidding. I'll give you some cigars. Let's see. All right, let's get back. Let's get serious now. I like to mess around.
Some lightning strikes by Terre Haute. So I mean, it's got some convective element to it still. So it's not losing the lightning completely altogether. So that's a sign that it can continue to maintain.
Was, Matt.
Yeah. I think it's worth watching by Vincennes as it appears to be bowing out a little bit. If it can maybe start to intensify a little bit over the next hour or so, which would be right about on time.
I think it, and I'm just gonna stick my neck out there and say that I believe that once it gets to about this area here and points east, I believe that the line probably reorganizes a little bit and gets a little stronger. So Kokomo, maybe Muncie, Indy, east side there, Shelbyville, Columbus, Louisville, maybe portions of Johnson, Shelby, Brown, Bartholomew counties here. I think as it hits this area that I'm so talented on drawing at, I think it will
Pretty good.
organize. And again, because all this lightning here is new. 20 minutes ago, there wasn't lightning here. And so that jet firing up, I think that we can see an increase in organization here as it gets east of that line. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
It does look like I'm looking at the meso analysis and the 850 millibar winds. So the winds about 5,000 feet above the surface have increased, as we thought they would, and so I think you're right. I'm not saying you're wrong.
Clarity has tornado warning in Tennessee. We're on a trip, safe in a hotel. Are you in the tornado warning, or are you like? If you tell me where you are, I might be able to help you. It's very difficult for me to help if I don't know exactly where you're at. Yeah, look at that, Matt. New CGs up there.
So it's trying.
Yeah, I'm in Indianapolis. Will we get any bad weather? Yeah, Jacob, hello. Welcome to the show here. Welcome to the evening. I believe you will. I believe you'll get some strong winds and some thunderstorms here closer to 11 o'clock, 1 hour.
MD out for the Nashville area. 95% chance of a tornado watch being issued.
So when Matt says MD, it's a discussion. It's a mesoscale discussion from the Storm Prediction Center. And they're going to say a 95% probability of moving that stuff into Tennessee.
When the National Weather Service says 95%, what they really mean is 100% they're going to issue one. Why they say 95% is,
Help it make sense. Help me understand it. Just say we are going to issue one. Why can't you just say that? Are you really telling me there's a 5% chance you won't issue it?
That's what they're saying. There is that, as far as the only tornado warning in town, and what I mean by town in the U.S. right now, that's still in southern Tennessee. That's the only one, and looks like it may not even extend east the way they have it issued towards Waynesboro, just being a severe thunderstorm warning.
When the comments come in so fast, people are texting me, some people being weird, being rude. I can't see them. Sometimes I don't see them, and it's like, go off, Michael. I see him. I don't see the comments, or I would. I would love to just go off on someone right now and just really reel them in, but I don't see it. So, sorry.
Let me see if I can find a good one for you, Michael.
Oh, boy. Oh, no. Is that a new severe thunderstorm warning for Kokomo?
Looks like it. Yes, sir.
Yeah, new warning. And see, you can kind of see how it's bowing out there.
Yep.
So Kokomo, you have eastern Carroll County, Clinton County, Howard County, and Tipton County is going to go till 10:45 p.m. With gusts up to 60 miles per hour, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. Yeah, interesting. That's just been issued, and also towards Rochester and Logansport as well. You kind of see where the bowing of that is taking shape. And here's what's interesting too, Matt. There's just no lightning with it.
Not much.
None up here. It's just a wall of rain and wind. It's not really even thundering, right?
Right. So it's not a severe thunderstorm. It's a severe shower at this point.
Yeah, I mean that's actually accurate.
There is some lightning behind the line, which is interesting. By
Yeah.
Rensselaer, looks like.
Yep.
And it's still the looking like a Boeing segment east of Vincennes.
By the way, Northern Illinois, we haven't talked much about. Wisconsin, Iowa, those are all blizzard warnings. This is, you know, those are just straight up nastiness. 40 to 45 mile per hour winds, 1 inch per hour snowfall rates, 5 to 10 inches of snow, visibility less than a quarter of a mile. The winter side of this, just the next 24 hours, that's 24-hour snowfall forecast right there. Check that out. That is crazy, Matt.
Yeah, that's
With
wild.
45 mile per hour winds,
Yeah, keep in mind,
like
it only takes, I would say, about 2 inches of snow and wind gusts near 50 miles per hour for a blizzard. So times that by six in some of those spots towards, say, like Madison, and there you go. That's going to be nasty. It'll be nasty in eastern Iowa and northwestern Illinois too
yeah,
for blizzard.
it's crazy, man. 12-inch plus there, and um, and you could see that a blizzard with a foot of snow and lightning and severe thunderstorm warnings. Um, and I will say I think it's interesting. This could be a tougher forecast in general for the models and forecasters alone. When you think about the severe weather forecast and everything we've talked about, we are not used to seeing Arctic intrusion this quickly on the backside. This is not a normal thing. So for models to even solve that, um, that's different. This isn't normal. I mean,
No, it's not. It's a very strong system. I mean, it's not common where I think earlier in Illinois there was a tornado watch right next to a blizzard warning in Illinois. I mean, you just don't get that. Maybe once a year, somewhere in the country has something like that with the crazy system.
yeah,
It just doesn't happen very often with these. It just shows you how strong and dynamic the system is.
yeah,
Um, and that cold air rushing behind, that's part of the reason too why these storms on the leading edge are still so strong, even without that much instability. It just has a lot
yeah.
of dynamics it's working with. Anytime you go from warm to really cold, I think maybe earlier in the stream, Michael, you talked about 70 degrees today, and then what gets down into the teens, at least in Indiana, getting into Tuesday morning.
Well, that's right now. 70. That was at 4 o'clock. It was 71, and then by 3 a.m. it's 34. Feels like. And then when you wake up tomorrow and you go to work, it feels like 23 degrees. Uh, and then tomorrow, like during the day, it feels like 18 degrees. I mean, it's going to cut you, like physically cut you. Tomorrow
Yeah.
night into Tuesday morning, it feels like 4 degrees, 2 degrees. The blend's actually colder now.
Wow.
Look at the trend in the forecast. What did I do? Did I break it? I think I broke it. Oh my God. What happened? Let's look at the forecast trend. 2 degrees, 8 a.m. Tuesday? Oh my God, it's breaking. We have a bug. Alert the authorities. Um, but 2 degrees feel like temperature Tuesday morning. Crazy. All right. Sorry. Matt, I don't care who you are. It is organizing. This right here is going to become a problem. Southwest Indiana. See the bow?
Yep.
Watch it. It's going to become a problem. By the time it gets to Indy, I'm telling you guys right now, it's going to look different. Thing's organizing, and it's going to congeal into a more of an organized line. By 10:30, I think it's going to be looking a little bit different and probably some more warnings. What do you think?
Yes, I fully expect warnings all up and down this line from, I mean, basically the entire line as it moves east. Although I say that, and there's a special weather statement in Evansville right now, but um, no, I think it will.
Yeah, I
We
mean,
talked
like I
earlier,
said,
Michael. What's that?
well, I've been wrong before. You have to make a prediction.
You've been wrong.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, didn't
I've
know
been.
that.
Ask Bain. Yeah, I can't
I'm
believe
not
that.
asking him anything. But what I was saying is, we talked about when we were looking at the 500 millibar chart, and you and I discussed how it wasn't necessarily negatively tilt yet. I'm looking at the latest, and it does. I would say now it's negatively tilt at this point. So um, from a pure upward motion perspective with the system, it's starting to range it up. And you look at it on the radar too, Michael. It's got that classic. You may have seen it when we were reading out the mesoscale discussions that the Storm Prediction Center puts out. They have in parentheses LEWP. That stands for line echo wave pattern. And with these patterns, you get these wavy structure along the line. You can see that, right? Kokomo, you've got a little kink, a wave, and then you've got another one just east of Vincennes, right? Probably another one further to the south that's developing as well. So this wavy structure of the line, it's actually very common to get with these big line of storms. And the leading edge of those bows, I think, can start to get a little nasty upcoming here as the winds at around 5,000 feet start to pick up.
Well,
And
Matt, check this out. New warning just came out. 70-mile-per-hour winds, considerable threat for damage.
there you go.
Just hit. So
Yep.
that's your Evansville warning that you were wanting. Um, and you can see here, Warwick County, Gibson County, Vanderburgh, Spencer, Pike, Davies, Henderson County in Kentucky, Davies County in Kentucky. It'll go into 11 Eastern. So here it comes, 70-mile-per-hour winds. Expect considerable tree damage, damage likely to mobile homes, roof, and outbuildings. So right on time. All right.
Yep.
We know what we're talking about. We're not stupid.
Still,
Here's another
even
new warning.
with those storms, I'm not seeing any rotation.
No, I think it's
Um,
all wind at this point, and that's why earlier the tornado watch here was, I liked our severe thunderstorm watch. It made more sense to me, but they're tornado watch happy around here. They issue tornado watches. I don't agree with it, but whatever. You can see that bowing right there. That piece there. That's going to be the key. I want to show you guys something here. Let me do something here. Make this a little bit easier for you all to read here. Another new warning. Here's another new one out ahead. That one's 60-mile-per-hour wind. But what we're watching, guys, is this. It's this piece here. It's where that bowing notch comes in, right? When you see that happen, and it's also going on up here. Now you can see where it's doing that here. And so that is what we're talking about when you have these. What was your acronym, Matt, that you used?
the
LEWP?
LEWP line echo wave pattern.
Yeah, so you can see exactly what Matt's talking about. But now seeing the expansion or the of coverage, and this is a 70-mile-per-hour wind gust threat. But I anticipate as the line gets here and moves east-northeast, we're going to see more of those warnings expand and the stronger wind gust potential as it just organizes and we get the low-level jet to fire up. So real quick, what do we have this moving at still, Matt? About, what? Do we have any movement, speed updates from the guys?
Let me check in with them real quick.
Everything's saying 65 miles an hour. That one's 70 miles per hour.
of the movement
The
of the line.
movement. Yeah. So if that's the case, I'll say 60 just to because I don't know if they've been right with the timing all night on the movement.
And to me, it as the winds pick up aloft, I could certainly see the speed of this picking up as well.
Yeah. Here's the timing. Matt, I'm going to do something real quick just to make it a little bit bigger. I'm gonna shrink our ugly mugs here. There we go. But there's the timing. Indianapolis 11:07. We'll kind of go up and down here. Greencastle 10:25. Plainfield 10:53. Bloomington 10:48. Bedford 10:46. And again, once it's on the west side of Indy, I anticipate it to just be a little bit more stronger than it is. Again, I'm just going to keep saying that because I just believe it. Seymour 11:20, Corden 11:20. Let's see down here in Louisville 11:40. All right. Kokomo, Noblesville, Fishers, Carmel 11:10ish. Muncie, Newcastle 11:50ish. Okay, so you can kind of see where this is headed here, guys, based on the latest timing.
Team got 60.
Okay, that's what I used. Perfect. Good, good, good. Anderson probably around 11:45. Franklin, Indiana, about 11:10ish. 11:10ish, Franklin. Greenwood, it's on the map. 11:12. I wouldn't be so sure on snow accumulation. On the backside, by the way, I think that it can accumulate. I think the temperature drops so fast. I don't think the ground is as warm as you think it is beneath the surface.
The problem is going to be too the bursts of snow that I think we can encounter getting into tomorrow. And so sometimes, the ground may be 35 degrees. Let's just say that it is 35 degrees, and you get a brief burst of very heavy snow. Well, the snowfall rates can overcome the warmer grounds. And so that's going to be another issue with this as well. It'll be a bit of a battle, in my opinion, between the snowfall rates and some warmer grounds, certainly. But don't sleep on the snowfall rates.
My phone says high tomorrow is 58 in Whiteland. It's a midnight high.
Yep.
Yep. You have to think about when the day starts, guys. At midnight, that's technically Monday. It's probably still going to be 58 degrees. It will dramatically fall. That's why weather forecasts need context. That's why automated data sucks.
Is there any way of weather modification here?
Negative. Was that a real question or?
Yes, that was a question from someone.
Oh, no, yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't think we can modify it. I've got timing up across Bowling Green, Murfreesboro, Huntsville to 11 o'clock to 11:15 for these folks. That line of storm's still pretty nasty down there. Can you explain negative tilt? I'll go here, Matt. Now, how about you explain negative tilt to the masses here for us?
Yeah, absolutely. So what we're looking at, this is called a 500 millibar chart. And so when we talk about 500 millibars, quick and easy way to discuss it, it's up in the atmosphere where airplanes fly. And when we say negatively tilt, we're talking about the axis of this trough. So where the trough's kind of angled at, it extends back north into the west a little bit. So veers off back into the west a little bit, which means it's a very dynamic system. When we get this to occur, it leads to a lot of upward motion. So our winds really begin to sprawl out ahead of that trough. And by trough, you can see the little dip, the U there into northwestern Missouri. And so notice that's kind of extending back to the north and to the west at this time, and our winds are kind of flaring out. So those black lines out ahead of that trough are flaring out. So notice into northern Illinois has more of a southwest to northeast component, and then it flattens out a little bit more into eastern Kentucky. So it's a signature as we're looking at these maps that signify lots of upward motion that's occurring. Obviously, the more upward motion we have, the more robust any type of rain or snow or whatever precipitation you're dealing with we're going to be having here as well. So another component to this is, in addition, is the strong winds, and plotted on this are the wind speeds at this level, and you can see there's actually some stronger winds that are starting to approach the St. Louis area as well. And as that continues to move east northeast with this system, that's going to help increase the upward motion as well. So it's just a signature for us that we can look at that describes just a more of a bigger oomph, so to speak, of upward motion in the atmosphere.
Love it. And also too, the other thing, is these and this is kind of hard to see, but the low
It
level
is.
jet firing up there now, Matt. You see that 60 knot max there appearing, which is probably why we're seeing again the organization in the line probably.
Oh, absolutely. Still, let me check. I don't know if you've looked recently yourself, Michael, but nothing. What I would say concerning from a rotation standpoint.
No. Nope. There's a new severe thunderstorm warning there across western Kentucky, Madisonville, just south of Owensboro, Hartford, Beaver Dam area, 60-mile-per-hour winds. And I know these are putting in up to chances for hail. It's not going to hail, guys. Again,
Especially in Indiana,
yeah.
you typically need a little bit more instability for hail creation. Typically, too, is the lack of lightning. Is kind of a sign that we're probably not dealing with any hail either, because the separation, when you get the separation of the water and the ice, so the water and the hail can also create lightning. So the fact that we don't have a whole lot of that is another sign that lightning or hail creation is just going to be very limited.
This is a good question. When you say organization, is that put that question up? When you say organization, like from earlier East Indiana, does that mean it'll be stronger later on? I think it can be. I think there's a potential that some of these winds have a better chance of mixing to the surface and being stronger than what they are here right now. But if you ask Matt Ike Baker, he says it's just going to rain, maybe a few claps of thunder, and it'll be a little windy, and that's all you need to know. So everyone go follow Matt Ike Baker's weather page. He's
Absolutely.
yeah, free plug for Matt. We appreciate your wisdom, Matt. It's as if we're sitting here and not knowing an absolute damn thing.
Yeah, I mean, still trying to bow out there east of Vincennes.
Yeah.
I wonder if as that continues to organize, if we can see some more warnings for 70 miles per hour. In fact, they probably, to be honest, they need a severe thunderstorm warning out ahead of that. I'm not sure why there's. Oh, it looks like maybe did they just issue one? Is that the latest radar scan, Michael?
Where at? No, it's not the latest scan. Something's wrong with my computer. Sorry,
Ah,
I don't know why it was live.
they're east of Vincennes, just west of Monroe County, west of Bloomington. They need a severe
There it
thunderstorm.
is.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So
It's as if you knew. And so, Matt, I will say it, we do know a damn thing or two. Anyways, 60-mile-per-hour winds. Let's see what it's got here. Severe thunderstorm warning, Clay County, Owen County, Martin County, Greene County, and Davies County until 11 p.m. Eastern. Severe thunderstorm located near Bloomfield or 29 miles southwest of Bloomington. It's moving northeast at 55 miles per hour and does have the potential to introduce some damaging wind gusts there with it. So we got a 55 mile per hour movement there. Let's go real quick, Matt, and just
I suppose, Michael, as far as any, while it's still low, tornadic risk that may exist, we would have to watch the north and south of that bow if it can just kind of cause its own spin.
the
Um,
apex there of that.
yep.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some timing for you guys there. Okay. Let's see. So if and when, not if, but when, Bloomington 1051, Bedford 1051, Greenwood 1120, still Indy 1116, Greencastle, Cloverdale 1038, Plainfield 11 o'clock. Yeah. At this point, guys, we're just kind of hanging out with you and reading these off to you. We'll probably hang out until, I would say, I don't know. We'll see what this stuff does once it gets east of Indianapolis. It's a wall of wind across a large portion of the country.
It's a good way to describe it right now. A wall of wind.
Yep. And that's about as much as you got. We'll tilt it a little bit, a little fun tilt action there. Play it. Let it load up there for you.
No tornado warning up and down this line.
Michael is the guy that you want to be when your coworker's saying stupid stuff on Teams but can't. Oh gosh, if I was employed by someone and I worked somewhere else, I would be fired very quickly. I get myself in trouble. I think people like the stream, you know. Northeast Mississippi there, little tornado warning there, Matt.
As soon as I said that.
Little tornado warnage action there, Northeast Mississippi.
Yeah, it's kind of a discreet by itself.
Yeah, little discreet.
Yeah,
we're happy to hang out. We love hanging with y'all.
Back when I was storm chasing, Michael, the southern part of a line like that's discreet. I've always heard they call them tail end Charlies.
Yes, yeah, I've heard that. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've storm chased.
Maybe one of these days, Michael.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Someone
we'll
said,
go live
stream.
stream.
Of that Blanton's behind you. Love the stream and your tenacity. Oh, we appreciate that. We love that you love the stream. I love it. I do. I actually genuinely appreciate you guys for that. Thank you. Danville, Indiana. Yeah, probably about 10:50. You're going to get old smack and whack there. A little wall of wind, a little rain, and yeah. Thank you guys. New severe thunderstorm warning, Matt, up north there. Northern Indiana. Yep.
Let's
Warsaw,
see. Yep.
60
Again,
mile per hour winds. Moving northeast 65 miles per hour, goes until 11 p.m. Locations are going to include places like Warsaw, Peru, Rochester, North Manchester, Syracuse, North Webster, Tippecanoe, Silver Lake, Cromwell. Saying 65. I'm going to call it 60 because I don't agree. Yeah. What do I know? I'll time it out for you. Your new severe
again,
thunderstorm warning there in
on that
North
leading edge of
Central.
that bow.
What's that, Maddie?
It's on that leading edge of that bow up there. Bowing
Yeah.
segment.
Akron 1030, Silver Lake 1039, Warsaw 1042, North Manchester 1047, North Webster 1051. Is that that's the North Indiana NWS office, right? North Webster.
That's a bingo.
Yep.
Some warnings with some of those storms out ahead in Kentucky between Bowling Green and Owensboro.
Where at, Matt?
Between Owensboro and Bowling Green, Morgantown, Kentucky. Yep, that guy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's watch the evolution of organization here over the last hour. Interesting. Well, it certainly looks like it could put some wind down, Matt. Let's see what it does.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
it's
know,
got it's got that look.
yeah, I mean, I was thinking the same thing, and just the look on radar. West of Indianapolis, I know there's no warning on it, but it just has that look on radar. I can start to get going, but looking at velocities themselves out to the west, don't look crazy at this moment. See if that can start to pick up too. Regardless, that little segment west of Bloomington is moving northeast. In fact, they probably need to go ahead and issue another severe warning out ahead of that line towards Bloomington itself.
I agree.
It's starting to get to the tail end of it, the ongoing severe warning anyway. So we'll probably see one issued in the next, I don't know, 5 minutes.
You think within 5? I'll say within 3.
Within 3, okay. The countdown is on.
ETA for Bargersville. I thought I saw that somewhere. I think right about 11:15 or so. I think that's what we had.
Rotation wise, still not seeing much at all. A little bit of rotation, that storm I mentioned in Kentucky by Morgantown. Rochester, Kentucky. See some rotation trying to show up.
Our friend Matt Baker is apologizing. He said he's just a redneck forecast. He appreciates us. Matt, we appreciate you. We
Absolutely.
like to have fun and joke around here, and nothing's ever too serious. If you knew who I was, you would know I don't take to too much being too serious. Ask Matt Griffin; he'll tell you.
I'll tell
Matt
you,
Griffin, what can you say to Matt Baker? How should he feel?
he should feel great that he's watching us. That's how he should feel, Michael.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Shout out to our friends, Bargersville Fire Department. They're watching tonight too. What is going down?
You know, if this can continue to organize and get going through central Indiana, it's probably not ideal that it's been raining out ahead of this. Um, it's been windy today, may have compromised trees or whatever. You get some rain, now the ground's saturated, and then you get a big line of storms producing 60, 70 miles per hour. Um, you know, maybe some down trees and whatnot as this moves through.
Yeah, I would agree. It makes them easy to knock over for sure.
Yep.
Um, hey, real quick, while we're watching, guys, as these things come through and you want to sign off and you want to be alerted, Clarity, Clarity's 30% off right now. It's location-specific alerts right to your phone. Scan the QR code up top, right there. You can sign up for sure. Yeah, Bargersville. So I was actually invited later last year to join the merit board for the fire department of Bargersville, and then I've somehow lucked into being the president of the merit board. I think I kind of it's just so happened, and so I've really enjoyed getting to work with those folks. They're great. Chief's great. The guys are great. A bunch of hardworking dudes over there at Bargersville. Very good people. So it's been a very fun experience. So kudos to those guys over there tonight. New severe thunderstorm warning, Matt. It came. I don't know who won on the timing. Maybe it was 4 minutes.
So I win.
Oh, there's
Price is
another
Right
one.
rules.
There's another one.
And it looks like
Paoli.
the team issued one further north as well, west of
Did they?
Indianapolis.
Okay.
Yep.
Both of these are saying 60-mile-per-hour winds. They're going to go for 40 minutes. And then I'm told there's a BAM one there as well. Where at?
West of Indianapolis.
I don't
You
have
have
it,
BAM
Matt.
alerts on?
Oh, I'm on. Never mind. I was on Dev. I'm gonna get in trouble. Yeah, there it is. West of Indy. I see it. A BAM severe thunderstorm warning for the potential of wind gusts up to 65 miles per hour. That's interesting. Is that what you're seeing, Matt? There on the.
That's what the team's seeing.
Look. Yes, they see it. We see it. You go, we go type stuff. I guess that's how it goes.
That's right.
Oh. Yeah, I would say right now, in terms of where I feel the most confident in these nasty winds here, is probably right through here. Where that bow that is kind of coming out there. I would say this is probably the best part of there potentially being some damaging wind gusts. No, it's a good question. Do you take shelter if wind gusts are 65? No, I don't think you need to. Pour a Blanton's Gold. Cheers. Well, the bourbon is for one night a week, generally, unless there's special occasions. That night was Friday. Saturday, I was in bed by 8 o'clock, and tonight I've been streaming for 6 hours. So next bourbon night is Friday night. Jessica Marie says, I have clarity and my alerts have not been coming across. You need to delete the app and reinstall and make sure you're allowing notifications. There's no reason why you shouldn't be getting them. You may have clicked on that. This is a great question, and I want to answer this. How does Clarity stack up against SkyGuard? It's night and day. I mean, oh gosh, that's the wrong one. Dang it, sorry. I wanted to just, the comments are coming in so fast. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get to a comment I wanted to answer. Here we go. How does Clarity stack up against SkyGuard? Kind of curious. It's night and day. I mean, the way Clarity works with scanning lightning and how quickly it goes in 1 second increments. Now, there's no lightning right now to detect, but if there was, you can come over here and completely customize this, and you're getting rapid alerts sent to your device every second. With cloud to ground or cloud to cloud lightning strikes, you can differentiate the two. If there were any to track right now, I would show it to you, but there isn't. There's not a lot of lightning with this current setup, so it's quite a bit different, and it's quite a bit higher quality and faster, and it's just really designed to be better than something like that, if you will. We also have human meteorologists that you can talk to 24/7 and ask questions to. SkyGuard doesn't have that either.
New tornado warning in southern Kentucky, northern Tennessee, northwest of
Oh, there
Nashville.
it is. Yep. And also a new severe thunderstorm warning there. Yep, there we go. Yeah, that's a nasty looking line there. Oh, am I on location by point? What's happening? Oh my gosh. Oh no. I've totally screwed everything. Matt, why are you allowing me to do this?
I'm sorry.
Here we go. Tornado warning down here in southern Kentucky, southeastern Christian County and south central Kentucky, and then southern Todd County and south central Kentucky. That'll go until 10:30 Central. It is radar indicated. It is not confirmed.
Yep, and if we do have a confirmed tornado, those would show up as purple on Clarity, which there are none right now. Tornado warning up north, northern Indiana.
Sure is. Yeah, that's just south there in Warsaw. So yeah, tornado warning now is in effect issued. Let's see. At 10:38, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Winona Lake, moving northeast at 65 miles per hour. Radar indicated, and that is going to go for southeastern Kosciuszko County in north central Indiana. Let's see here if we can find the rotation.
Looks like the rotation, Michael, is that little info notch by Claypool.
Okay. Let me go to local radar here. Come on.
Yeah, go to the northern.
Yep. Yep, okay. Yep, so this storm will be moving into Pierceton, Indiana. Winona Lake. So the rotation is actually on the south side of the warning, probably. Moving into, let's see if we get more cities here. Well, it's Claypool right now, and then south of Lake City Highway into Pierceton, Indiana here in the next 20 minutes or so. So yeah, tornado warning for another 19 minutes here in north central Indiana.
Not seeing any rotation southern Indiana at this point.
New severe thunderstorm warning coming out now for Bloomington, Ellettsville, Spencer, Gosport areas, kind of ahead of the bow of that line there. Winds up to 60 miles per hour, and looks like it is moving northeast at 55 miles per hour with a 60 mile per hour wind threat. You can see that there. I'm going to go back to MRMS, a little cleaner, a little easier to decipher there than the local radar. But yeah, severe thunderstorm warning there now for Monroe County, Owen County, Greene County, and Putnam County. That'll go until 11:30. The severe thunderstorm was located along a line extending 10 miles northwest of Spencer and 12 miles southwest of Bloomington, moving northeast at 55er. 55er.
Looks like
Another new one?
by Bloomington, west of Indy, some lightning starting to pick up again.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, a little bit. Couple of lightning bolts there. Okay. Couple of lightning bolts. Matt, I will say, I mean, overall, par for the course for an enhanced risk. 98 severe weather reports. I mean, I don't know. It's a good call not going moderate at this rate. This is not moderate risk material right now.
Right.
This is old school slight risk material, really, is what it is. But not an overwhelming number of severe weather reports, but there's certainly a good number. 98 of them is a good number. It's not like
Yeah,
it's not
I mean,
happening.
quite a bit.
Yeah, there's the area we're still concerned with there.
Tornado warning further south, getting into northwestern Alabama.
That one, that's that discreet one still, That one looks fairly ominous. Let me see. Yeah, look at that rotation track on MRMS, Matt.
Yeah, if that storm, it just doesn't have any storms to its south, so nothing is disturbing its inflow.
.45-mile-per-hour movement. We'll track the rotation there. As long as it stays on that line, it's Cherokee by 11:06, probably 10:06 Central. Florence 10:28. Sheffield 10:25. So yeah, I mean that's a strong rotation signal. That storm is by itself. So if you're there in was that northwestern Alabama?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Guys, I know a lot of people keep saying my mic is not as loud as Matt's. I know. I know. I wish it was. I wish I had a better mic. Normally I have a Yeti mic. Normally the mic's never the problem. Turn your volume all the way up. Sorry. I'm just going to sign off, Matt. Everyone hates me. They all hate me tonight. No one loves me. I'm just kidding. Let's see. We still got that tornado warning up there in northern Indiana. See if we.
Well, I know we've got the severe thunderstorm warning by Greencastle. Wouldn't be surprised NWS issues one there. Greencastle East.
Just got some kind of alert to clarity. Did they send out something?
No, it's the custom BAM one with some of those storms west of Indy. I wouldn't be surprised if the NWS puts one out west of Indianapolis. Just looking at the velocities on it, it's picking up.
It's a Nowcast, Matt. We just got a Nowcast now.
Oh, we just got a Nowcast.
Yeah. Hey, if you have clarity, you just got the ETA of the line of storms in eastern Indiana out through portions of all through Ohio and Kentucky. And this is from a human meteorologist, from forecaster Tyler Riggles. I believe Tyler Riggles is actually a Purdue graduate.
Yes.
So he is a number 2 supporter right now for the Purdue Boilermakers. Anyways, we do have the Nowcast here. I got to give these guys a hard time. I mean, you can see the arrival time. And again, these maps are made by humans. And that's what I love is, you don't get that from automation, from AI, from all these other sources here. You get anywhere in the country that's this stuff is relative. You're getting stuff from humans, and it's so affordable. You can scan that QR code right now, sign up, 30% off, location specific alerts, location specific Nowcast, location specific videos. You get all the stuff. We even do these really cool things called 60-second reels, and it's quick updates for you on the weather. If you don't have a lot of time, go over here and watch it. 60 seconds, send it right to you. And so, good stuff, man. I love when we send out human-made products. You just can't beat it. Bowling Green, big new severe thunderstorm warning getting into Bowling Green. 70-mile-per-hour winds, considerable damage threat there. That one just issued. That's going to go for several counties: Logan County, Simpson County, Butler County, Grayson County, Warren County, Edmonson County, there in south central Kentucky until 10:30 Central. Radar indicated 70-mile-per-hour winds. It's moving east at 80 miles per hour. Holy Santa Claus shit. That's cooking with some peanut oil. You know it? Cooking, turning, and burning, Matt.
Turn, burn, and churn. I suspect if you're in Martinsville, Indiana, probably get a severe thunderstorm warning shortly.
Wanda says, can't scan with my own phone. You can click on the link pinned in the comments, Wanda, and you can sign up. Wind kicking good in Bedford. It's nasty, Alex
Yep,
says.
nasty little line of storms there.
Yeah. Oh my. Well, and I'll call a spade a spade. It's not doing as much as I thought it would yet, Matt. And I mean, yeah, there's some warnings along the line. I thought it would be a little bit more than this, to be honest with you. I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Yeah, me too. I really did, but
That's okay.
still gonna pack a punch. Still gonna be windy.
I never want someone to have their roof blown off. That's not what we want, right?
No, absolutely not.
Let's go USA. 3 outs away. Is the U.S. about to beat the Dominican? Is that who they're playing? Is that the baseball team? Is that who they're up against?
I think so.
Let's get a check in on it. What's happening? Yeah, do we have any updates? Live blog going on? Come on, we're just checking real quick. We obviously want USA to win. Team USA showdown. Is there any way you could just get a freaking score?
Nope. Someone in the comment says, "Yep, 2-1."
Perfect. Thank you.
2-1.
Thank you. Yes, go USA. Awesome. Fantastic. That's exciting. Good for them. Following the hockey's footsteps, men and women's. Very cool. You know, for a lot of people that don't know me, it would be tough to like me. I'm either someone that you really like or you don't like me at all. You know what I'm saying? Matt, you could probably relate to that.
Yeah, I can. I can relate.
Yep, I figured.
I like you, Michael.
I appreciate that. Oh, new severe thunderstorm warning coming in there. Eastern Monroe County, Western Brown County, Northwestern Bartholomew County. They're in old Indy. 60-mile-per-hour winds, and it'll go until 11:30. Severe thunderstorm was located near Bloomington, moving northeast at 60 miles per hour. If we have any of our Bloomington fam down there who are watching from Bloomington, what are you seeing? What do you got? What are you experiencing? What do you think? And let us know. Let us know what's going on. Michael, how did you get your nose cracked crooked? That's a great story. I hit a telephone pole going 80 miles an hour when I was a junior in high school. Split the car in half, and uh, one driver not survived. I survived, and luckily, one of the only few things that happened to me was I broke my nose in 17 places. So they had to go in and try to fix her as much as they could. That's how it happened. A lot of people watching in Bloomington, Matt. Good night, a living. I say, hey, give me a report in Bloomington, and 6,000 comments come pouring in.
You mean Titletown?
Woo! I'm trying to get a report out of Bloomington. God, I appreciate that. Thank you guys for the nice comment. Yeah, I'm glad I'm still here too. That's severe thunderstorm. Oh, I already read that one, right? Yeah, Nashville. Sorry, I just went on that one.
The velocities from the Indy radar at Bloomington are impressive.
Yeah, any there's a big tornado warning down south there. Kathy Kephart is watching. Kathy, I hope you're doing well. Yeah, it wasn't a fun night. Central Kentucky tornado warning there, Matt. Big one.
Oh yeah, that's a.
It's interesting how long they made that, how drawn out that. You know what I'm saying? For how
It is.
pulsy these have been.
But again, I mean that storm, it's kind of out ahead of the main line. Nothing really disturbing its inflow.
Yeah.
So in this particular instance, I don't necessarily mind they extended it out.
This one up in northern Indiana got expanded. Tornado warning has been expanded in north central Indiana, including North Webster, Cromwell, Kimmel, Indiana. That's going to go for Noble County, Whitley County, and still Kosciuszko County till 11:15 p.m. Eastern. No confirmed tornado. It's radar indicated, which doesn't mean it's happening. It means it's possible. It's going to go until 11:15, moving northeast at 60 miles per hour. Again, that is a tornado warning up there in north central Indiana, going through the North Webster area.
Yeah, it looks like the rotation itself with that storm is just southeast of downtown North Webster.
Yep.
I'm looking at the velocities west of Martinsville, west of Monrovia, and I'm seeing some signatures of near 60 miles per hour on the velocity. I'm kind of surprised that's not severe warned at this point. Even see
Getting
some
into Morgan County.
Yeah. Um, even see some spots near a little over 60 on the velocity. Again, we're scanning up in the cloud, 1,500 feet or so, but still, at least a special weather statement.
Well, Matt, don't get too, you're getting a little greedy there.
Get a little wild.
Yeah, I mean, let's see here. I'm going to replace this in the window since we're getting local here. We'll go over to the old dual pane scan here. Yeah, I mean, you can certainly see that. Looks like a report out of Bloomington, Matt, of small branches broken. Okay. Well, but yeah, here's some of the scans here, 60 mile per hour suggestions there along that line.
Yeah, kind of surprised there's nothing there at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Hail pea size, about 10 seconds. Power back on for now. Lights are flickering in Signettiville. Save the day, Signetti. Over under on IU going to the Natty next year.
I think they do.
Yeah, I do too.
New juggernaut.
Yeah. I agree. Good night, all, from Bloomington, Indiana. I listen. I am an IU fan. I am. I'm an Irish fan before I'm an IU fan. And Matt? Who was the last team that beat IU? Do you know? Notre Dame.
I think it was Notre Dame.
It was Notre Dame. Yeah.
I am also a big Notre Dame fan.
Yeah. Now listen, I love both. Okay, I do. I'm just Notre Dame at heart for many reasons, but Matt, I'm going to be honest with you. This is not really doing what I thought it would. I think that at this rate, these storms that are rolling through here are not really needed for live coverage as this continues. They're just not doing anything that's going to warrant anybody being in any danger, in my opinion.
No, I mean, it could still get windy. It could still get, some severe thunderstorm warnings. But as far as tornadic,
Yep.
doesn't seem likely, Michael.
Yep. I agree. Here's what we're going to do, guys. We're gonna go ahead and probably sign off. We do encourage you to take advantage of the Clarity home subscription or the home premium. We're going to have a storm tracking tool, a drawing tool, and some new things rolled out here early this week that are going to be new features to you guys. Sign up. It's 30% off. It's silly. It's pennies on the dollar, and it's location-specific alerts. You don't even need us to be live to get the information. So I appreciate all of you for watching tonight. Like, comment, share, follow, subscribe, everything you can do to keep updated. We've been on since 4:30. We're gonna call it good for a little bit. If we need to come back on, we certainly will. But for now, we're gonna call it good for a little bit. We appreciate everything. Marty, thanks for the help tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's these are certainly draining, but they're fun. I love them. I love doing them. So appreciate everybody.
Yep. Same here. Yep. You all have a great evening, and we'll come back if we need to. All right. So otherwise, get that clarity, get your location specific alerts. We'll talk to you soon.
See you guys.